spaces. Liminal spaces is a psychology term, but before I go deep into it, I want to talk about what liminal means, because it's not a commonly used word in our language. Liminal is of or related to a transitional or initial stage of a process, occupying a position at, on or both sides of boundary or threshold. It's being in between something, figuratively or literally. Now, in terms of psychology, it means being stuck. It's being stuck in one place and not knowing where to go, whether it's at a crossroads in your life, a personality, how you think about something. It can mean a multitude of things, but in general, it is stuck. Now, Richard Rohr, who is a rather famous Franciscan friar, talked about it in terms of religion, but the way he described it, I think, is the best way I've heard liminal spaces described it anyway. It is when you've left the tried and true, but have not been able to replace it with anything else. It is when you're between your old comfort zone and any possible new answer. If you're not trained in the whole anxiety, how to live with ambiguity, and how to trust and wait, you will run. Anything to flee this terrible cloud of unknowing. Now, in terms of us, that is incredibly true. If we don't know where we're going forward in our life, if we have no idea how we're going to proceed, we get nervous, we get scared. We don't know how life will go, and anyone who doesn't know or is not trained with how to deal with situations like this suddenly is in a very tough situation. It's called the act of being in between. This act is difficult on anyone, but for some people, it's actually relatively easy. They'll take a new fact that they've never learned, and they'll go with it. They'll change how they think about their own life, and they'll proceed forward. For others, not so much. It's a lot harder on them because they will continuously blame themselves. They'll think, why can't I move on past this? What's wrong with me? It's in our everyday if you think about it. People will tell you, I learn something new every day. And if that's true, you're consistently changing how you think about something, how you approach a new topic. But people sometimes have a lot tougher of a situation to go through. They'll either blame themselves or they'll blame the people around them. These are inherently emotionally charged situations. Being stuck often leads you to blaming yourself and not being able to proceed forward because of everything that you have gone through collapsing in on itself. It's hard not to take this personally. It's any form of situation you're in with people, any form of situation where you're talking with each other, having an open conversation, especially any form of debate. It's hard to not take things personally. It's hard to not take it personally when everyone around you seems to be ignoring you. I promise you, they're not. Transitioning forward is the hardest part, especially here at MET. We go over the fact that failure is a common thing we have to talk about. We go through it every day. We go through it in our projects. We go through it in a quiz we didn't study for. Failure in this portion of your life is not easy to think about. Failure to move forward, failure to talk about, I don't know, anything. Failure to talk about, like, I need to understand how this works, but I just can't get my mind about it. I need to open my viewpoint. It takes a lot of willpower, something that some people don't have, so they need help. If you have to move forward, if there's anything you've learned of men, is that one shouldn't be afraid of change. If you have to move forward in your life and you realize that you're stuck on something, you're stuck on one thing, your life has changed for the better or for the worse, you still have to realize it is change. And that this doesn't just rely on you. Anyone in your circle can be used to help you with this. You can reach out to your friends, reach out to your family. Basically reach out, especially if you're in a situation where you feel like it's only you. For anyone feeling that they're stuck in limbo or feeling that they take one step forward and 2 steps back, you're not alone, as I said earlier. This entire group of people in front of me right now has really come together as a family since the start of the year. Just seeing how we talk today is completely different than what I saw on the first day. So if you feel like you're having trouble walking forward, or if you feel like you're having trouble realizing your inner self or your inner emotions, then talk to the people around you. I'm going to leave you with a quote, one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite shows. It's "Forward Always" by Luke Cage. It's a mantra you repeat to yourself. You must move always forward. There's no reason not to. If you feel like you are down or if you're stuck, then you can rely on the people around you and get forward in ways you never even realized. Thank you.